Hello, hello, mis cielitos, and welcome back. Coco and Kuru are here, and we will be continuing 999.
Woo!
How you feeling, Kuru?
I'm doing fine. Fine.
Fine.
Fine.
Mm.
I'm excited for whatever happens today.
It's been, I'm a little surprised myself. I don't remember the routes being this short. I'm pretty sure we're going to be reaching our first ending. Hello, Zuni. Hello, Kat. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming.
We're just very efficient. Or very good at killing people. One or the other.
One or the other. We're very efficient at killing people.
Yeah, we're very efficient. Refuse to elaborate at what?
Vote chat. What do you think we're very efficient at doing? I've been having a lot of fun going back to the Tales of Arise streams and just seeing just how aggro that entire party was. I was like, I know it was a lot, but damn, I'm still surprised. Has anything been new with you?
Oh, not really. I finally finished Horizon.
Oh, nice.
So there's that. Finally, one of my games in my backlog. It's done. So now I can start on another.
Yay! I saw your poll and I'm like, ooh, which one?
Yeah, I decided to make a poll to be like on which one I focus now. Because the thing is that I started
How
playing
many
this
are you
new
playing at once?
Games,
Yeah.
like regular games.
I mean, just in general, how many are you playing at one go? Whether it's you streaming or you being a guest.
Uh, I mean the thing is that it's mostly gachas that are occupying my time. Since they're like constantly updating. So like I'll be like, oh yeah, and like I'm done with this, and I can go back to like some other game, and then like this other one comes and releases an update, and I'm just like, God damn it. So right now I'm playing. They're mostly gachas. It's like one. There's Honkai Genshin, Reverse. Mostly 4 at once, and I tried to add like one regular game. But the issue is that there's Gears Frontline and Narrow Cloud, which I also stream, but those only release like big stuff every like 3 months or so.
Gotcha.
So usually I have like a leeway there in between them releasing events. The thing is that right now, as I was catching up with stuff, and I was like, oh, finally I'm gonna catch up with Reverse. That Reverse I started just now, so I had a few months to catch up with since the game released a few like last year. So I was finally catching up, and I was like, oh, like I'm gonna catch up with Reverse, and then I'll be able to like do other games alongside like the Hoyo games, which those are like constantly ongoing. They update very fast.
You thought
they do at least,
Setsuni.
yeah. At least the Hoyo games usually do like short updates, so they're like, I mean, quote unquote short. They're like short, between 5 to 6 hours of playing with each update. But yeah, so I was gonna catch up, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have time. And then like Mika, which is like the developers of these other games that I play, that I tell you they release like big events, but like every 3 or 4 months, they release a new event.
Go figure.
And I was
Hello,
like,
Belle. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming.
and not only that, they're also releasing a new game that I've been waiting for. So I'm like, God damn it. They just came and ruined my entire
Your entire
schedule.
itinerary. You had it all planned
Yeah,
out, lined up, and they were like, nah.
yeah, I had everything ready. I was like, yeah, now I can dedicate like this day to this game, this other day to this other game, and then I use the week to progress on these other games. And then they came and were like, okay, but what if we release a major event like right now?
What if, Kuru?
So now here I am, and those usually take me like, since I only do them on weekend mornings,
Mhm.
and they're basically like visual novels. So they usually take me like 3 whole weekends.
You'll be
You
in
know, like,
Gacha Hub. Remember, you're here forever.
yeah. As I said, like the nice thing is that, as I said, after I'm done, I'll have like 3 months or so before they do something else. But when they always have like the worst timing for me. With I'm catching up, or like I'm like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that, and then they're like, here, have a new event, and I'm like, why right now?
I thought I saw the light at the end of the tunnel,
Yeah.
but it was all an illusion.
It was all an illusion. But so yeah, I've been streaming a lot this month.
I've noticed.
So I might need to take it lightly for a week or two after I'm done with the Neurocloud event. Because my god.
And I got the events, they're just a once and done thing. So if you're like, you know what, I want to take a break and do this, but you wouldn't be allowed to do it later.
I mean, with this in particular, I could read the story later, but like the stages and stuff wouldn't be available anymore. And sometimes they put like a story in between the stages.
Gotcha.
And I mean, you can still read it, but sometimes they do like nifty things with the stages that are like to go apart with the story. Like they'll do, like, I don't know, they'll put you like the enemy there, the enemy boss will do like something that ties up with what's going on in the story in gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So they do like nifty stuff like that.
All right.
So yeah, I rather do them when they're happening. Also because I really want to read them. Like I really like
Right away.
the writing. Yeah, I really like their writing. Like they're like one of my favorite devs. I just honestly, I don't know why they dedicate themselves to gacha. They should just write visual novels.
Well, they know gacha's where the money's at.
True. But yeah, as I said, they're basically visual novels. So they imagine like each major event, that is where they call that there's like events that follow on the main story.
Mm-hmm.
Each one is probably like a short or medium length visual novel. Just go with like gameplay in between.
Damn. Like, give me an approximation of how many hours.
I mean, there was one event from the other game they have, Girls Frontline, that only the cutscenes, like no stages, only like the dialogue and like with no one reading, just like leaving it like in autoplay, so the dialogue advances. Was like what, like 6 hours or more.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Yeah. Let me actually look it up. Here. I can probably find some of the. Oh yeah, this is the guy that uploads the thing. Uh, like they did a Valhalla collab.
Yeah,
Uh,
I remember seeing that. Did they? Is that the same one that also did the Steins Gate collab?
yes and no. It's the same developers, different games. Their games are set in the same universe,
Gotcha.
but they're different games. The Valhalla collab with Gears Frontline. The Steins Gate collab is gonna be with Neurocloud.
Hmm. Oh,
But
so it
yeah,
hasn't
the Valhalla.
happened yet?
No, it released like this month or last month, but in the Chinese server.
Okay, gotcha.
So it hasn't gotten to the global servers yet. But yeah,
Be
the
careful not to
Valhalla
get
collab
arrested
just
once that when it does come.
the Valhalla collab that they did, just the story, just the cutscenes, just the visual novel, without, as I said, without anyone reading it, just the cutscenes playing. It's 8 hours.
Hmm. All right.
So yeah, this one is 10 hours and a half, 7 hours. This one 7, like 12 hours of the story, just one event. So yeah, they're long. As I say, like I can read them out loud. It gets longer.
Oh, definitely. You need to put in 40% more time than usual if you're reading something out loud.
Like I said, they take me like 3 to 4 weekends, and that's like it's streaming like 5 hours on Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know how you can do that without your voice giving out. Like after a while reading by myself, my nose starts getting stuffy.
Yeah, no, me too. After a while, I'm just like, some days I'm better. Like usually I can do it, but sometimes I'll be like maybe a bit sick or something, and I have to cut it short. I'll be like, okay, no, I can't keep reading. I just can't.
Speaking of which, I forgot to get some water, so I'll probably do that before we officially start.
Oh yeah.
Do you have your
smart
water?
idea. I have an ice cup. It's not good, but we're not doing that much reading here, so it's fine. But yeah, so lots of reading. It's not a thing that I can do. Like, oh, I'll just do it in like 1 or 2 streams. It's like no, like I know I'm gonna be busy for like a month. With that. It's like,
It's
well,
alright, guess
my...
I won't be finishing this other game. Just shove it
Yeah,
aside.
pretty much. I was like, yeah, I'll have free weekends so I can continue Final Fantasy 16. Nope.
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 I thought you had finished that game. I didn't realize you were just like, okay, gotcha time.
Yeah, no, I've been trying. The thing is that it's hard to find times to stream it because I can't do it. I tried doing it on the week. I can't. Because it's one of those games, like I love it. Like I enjoy every second of it, but it's one of those games that how could you say, like the quote unquote stages, chapters, sections, whatever you want to call them, they can get pretty long
So it's hard to
before they
easily find okay, this is a good stopping point. Let's save here.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like for me to go to like find a good stopping point, it's usually 4 to 5 or 6 hours,
Wow, you're
depending on what
breaking
I'm
Belle's
doing.
kokoro.
So, so can't really do it during the week. the week. Like 3 hours that I do usually in the week, like 2 to 3 hours a stream. It's not enough to like reach a good stopping point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm like, okay, no, I can't do this on the week. I have to wait until I get like free weekends. It requires longer streams. I mean, it doesn't require them, but it's just so it doesn't. You don't have to cut it at like an awkward point.
Yeah. It's just waiting for you forlornly in the shadowy corner.
Yeah. Oh, I was getting so good as well. But yeah, because it's, for example, they'll go, yeah, you just start like the hub and they'll be like, there'll be some dialogue being like, okay, we need to do this or that, the usual planning between characters in good JRPG fashion. So then you go to, like, let's say the city. You just explore the city a little bit, talk to some people, then some shit goes down, and then some more shit goes down, and then some other shit goes down, and then it all culminates in like some it all culminates in like some epic boss battle. Like somehow they managed to do every boss battle more epic than the last. Like I haven't reached the last boss, and I already had a fight in space, so I don't know what's coming next.
Take that, Tales of Arise.
Yeah. I'm like halfway through the game or something. I already had a fight in space. What's next?
Next, you're gonna have a fight in space before the Big Bang.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, and the fights are very cinematic also, so they can also get a bit long on the long side. But yeah, good fun. It's amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's coming onto PC. So like if your laptop can run it, I recommend playing it.
I doubt it would be able to.
No.
Like I'm gonna assume it's more intensive than basic game 14.
Yeah, no, they said it's gonna.
So yeah.
They said apparently the requirements are turning out to be quite high.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to continue with 14 once the new expansion comes out and it comes with a graphical update, which is why I'm like, all right, let's start figuring out these cockamamie plans for us to be able to continue recording that, which was why I'm like, hey, would you be up for playing Meow and recording? So I want to at least finish Endwalker before I'm not able to play anymore.
No. Yeah. Let Coco play 14.
I want to so bad. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get some water and then we'll get started.
Alright, let's go. Ask about this time of night? Yeah, I shouldn't, but it is what it is. I woke up at 5:30 a.m., so I need it. If I want to stay up and awake until 11. It is required. Silence.
Rinse.
Who's there?
Coco.
No.
Alright, let's get screen share going.
Oh yeah, let me get in there. I can't see. It
You
always
can see.
throws me. It always throws me off how the menu has no music.
Yeah. Ooh. Giant Kuru. Kaiju Kuru.
Woo! Yes, as it should be.
There we go. All right. This is where we left off. Okay. So
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
you're
think we
right. We
had
were in
really.
the weird.
I don't think we had like really started exploring here just yet.
No, we kind of just got in here. Can't remember who was who.
I think you are both the characters we have right here. Ace and Snake. No,
Right.
not Snake. Santa. I always
Santa.
mix them up for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps.
A box. There's nothing inside.
A box.
There are a bunch of bags here. I wonder what's in them. Card with a headshot.
Oh. Who's that fellow?
A card with Santa's face imprinted on it.
Like an old memory card.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
It's a card. It's a card. It has a headshot on it.
A headshot.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. Card with a headshot.
Oh, it's that dude.
A card with a ninth man's face printed on it.
I love how he's the ninth man.
We never got his name. Is there anything more in there? There's nothing in the bag anymore. Let's double check the other one. No, this one, it's just rope. The 3 crates are tied to one another with several straps.
There's one there to the left, I think, another bag. These crates are a little smaller than the others.
They look like they're the children of the other crates. Okay, Junpei.
Junpei, that sounds like some sort of fairy tale.
Really? I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? No, actually, Junpei, I haven't. Do you care to enlighten me as to why you have?
Do you guys ever think about how crates will reproduce?
Yes, chat. How about you? Maybe we're the weird ones. Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me.
Alright, Junpei.
Alright, Junpei. You said to the
Just call a factory.
Oh.
Yeah, there. Some more bugs.
Card with a headshot. Damn, they just have a singular headshot in those giant ass bags.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm guessing these things are tiny. They look like they're tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And these giant bags. I don't know what's in these barrels. Judging by their weight, perhaps a liquid of some sort. Put your hand in. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, they're not so tiny. I love how they don't appear on a stream, but I see your Steam notifications, and it's like several rats started playing. I'm like, wow.
Oh, I see. Do we have to put them in their respective boxes? So let's see, maybe we could put it in 7.
I will guess so.
It's locked. We need the key.
All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Oh?
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 Ace bent down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box.
Junpei, take a look at this.
Cards. There's some numbered boxes and cards with pictures of all of us. Oh, it's June who's with us. Who's still your character?
Woo! I'm everyone. Does that mean we need to collect the cards we don't have?
I think so. It's been a while.
I'm everyone but Junpei.
In order to open the crates, I'm going to need all 9 cards.
We'll search all the boxes. There's no...
Are you sure about that?
Wow! We search all the boxes, he says. We should have them all now?
We've got 8.
Because there's 8 there. But
It looks like we're missing,
don't we have aces
Did we get
too?
ace? I think so. I'm pretty sure we got...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, there's on the other side. On the right.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, so...
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers. Then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
Come on, Ace.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with him? Oh well, whatever.
Why is everyone so
Solve the 9
weird?
boxes puzzle.
They really are.
Mm-hmm.
Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2.
Oh, is it gonna
I
do
just
it
need
for
to do
us?
the same for the rest. And finally, the
Ooh.
ninth card into box 9.
Alright.
Yeah! Oh, they
Love it when you don't need to do the puzzle.
What the?
They're empty?
9
Oh no, they're
pins?
keys. Oh, well, pins.
I guess I'll take them with me.
Time for acupuncture with some really, really dull pins. That's gonna be nice, right? That's gonna feel real nice.
Hell yeah. There are there are three crates here, stacked up like stairs. You wanna jump to the other side? If we climb up there, I think we can get over the fence. Go, Santa. Junpei, think you could go take a look at that?
Sorry, but no thanks.
Why?
I've had a bad feeling about it.
Pussy.
Damn.
Okay, fine. I'll go. Please be careful, Santa. Yeah. But just in case.
Wait, what's he going to do with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at fences. Holy shit!
Oh, is it electrified? This... Oh man.
That's electricity running through that fence.
Looks like it. Then we can get to the other side. Well, we could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back.
I think we can get over the fence by jumping on those crates.
What are you saying, Jumpy? There's a huge electrical current flowing through that fence. If you do that, you won't be able to get back.
Well, if I can move some of those crates over there...
Are you even sure you can move them? What if they weigh too much? Then what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
There's an interesting shaped box on the other side, though.
Yeah. There's a tall fence surrounding part of the cargo room. Apparently, there's a high voltage current running through the fence. Alright. Anything else we can click? Proteg camp plan.
Touch the fence with the pin. I'm sure that will go fine.
Let's do it, let's do it! Go, go, go! Oh, oops.
I wonder what's inside all this crate. We shall never know.
Okay. These stairs, they go up 3 stories.
What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. Alright, good luck. This is the only door here, except for the one we just came in through.
Then this is the exit.
No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked.
Is it an electronic lock?
No, just a keyhole, right under the doorknob.
So to open this door, we gotta find the key that fits that keyhole.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if any of these work. This door has to be the exit. There's a small keyhole under the doorknob. These look like the kind of pins you use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. I guess he means like when you need to hold down a fabric to a particular spot. So usually those have a sharper end. The scaffolding that supports the staircase. Can I like zoom in on it? Okay, guess not. And that's the one we came through. This door leads to the steam engine room. Can we do something more with this? There's nothing in the boxes.
There is some sort of liquid in these barrels. Drink it. I'm not sure what it is, however.
A number of pipes stretch out towards the ceiling behind the boxes. The lights are shining with bright white light. The three crates are tied to one another with several straps. The crate triplets.
The crate triplets.
I can see some metal boxes on the other side of the fence.
Can you interact with that rope on the floor?
I've tried.
No. Okay.
Nothing in the bag anymore. Tried clicking those things. No.
The small one also you can't. Yeah, I saw you touching that.
These are the only items we have.
And there's nothing else up the stairs, right?
Let's see.
I see that they kind of go up, but I don't know if they actually go up anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh! There we go.
The monitor's off.
I got a green switch here, and a red one. Some kind of lever. Go, Santa, touch all the buttons. None of them seem to do anything, though.
Maybe the power's off.
Yeah, maybe. There's a single green light on the bottom, though.
That means... I see. Okay.
I see.
There are 6 holes here. And it looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them.
The ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Well, why don't you try it?
Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go here on the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom part. Ooh, is there any particular reason? Well, some of them lit up.
You felt like it, I guess. Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on.
Oh, it's digital root again. So the ones at the top, digital root is 3, and yeah, and the bottom one is 6. But which ones do we want to light up is the question.
Yeah, exactly. You think maybe it's the digital root?
The digital root? What's that? I've never heard of that.
2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3 plus 5 plus 7 equals 15. The digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right?
I see. The lights that match the digital root with the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works.
Well, there's one other thing I'd like to check.
Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So he puts the 1, 2, and 3 pins at the top. It should be 6. And 6, 7, 18 on the bottom. It should be 3. 6, 7. Oh. They turned off.
6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. The digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. The digital root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off.
Oh, I get it now. If the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number on the lights that are lit, those lights turn off.
Yeah, looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. You wanna give it a try?
Wait, you mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights?
Well, no, but I figure we could try and see if we can turn them all on, you know? I figure something's gonna happen if we can manage that.
Oh, so it stays on even after you take the pins out. Okay. Turn on the
Turn
lights.
on the lights, huh?
Okay, Junpei, let's make sure we know how this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes, and pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it in that hole. Keep it up until all 6 of the holes are filled. Once all the holes are filled, the lights with the numbers that correspond to the digital roots of the pins in the upper and lower parts will turn on. However, if a digital root corresponds to a light that is already on, that light will turn off. The goal is to turn on all the lights. Alright, let's do it. Oh boy. Okay.
Ooh. Oh boy,
So-
math!
Let's see if we can get... Well, you know what? Let's just... So... This will get 6 if we just put these... We'll get 6 lit up. And then... That would also do 6 if we do that, so let's skip. And that'll do 9, so let's do that too. Interesting. Okay, because a lot of them end up being the same. So... Okay. So what do we need for...
How can we get 1?
We would need it to be 10, so I think if we do 5, 4, 1. Yeah.
Oh. Right.
Well, Zuni says... Oh well. That would... Zuni's suggestion is good. That'll get us 7, so we can do that next time round. But we need to fill them all up first.
326.
That would. Oh, that works. Okay, so
Woohoo!
3, 4, and 7.
So 1, 2, 4 gives us 7.
The hard part is that you need to do 2 sets at once.
Yeah. Wait, 1, 9 to 4 give us 6.
Yes, it would. Oh, let's do Zuni's suggestion. And then that'll give us 7, so 3, 4, 5.
Three, 5, 6.
Yeah, that should give us 5. 3, 5, 6. So just 3 and 4. So 3, 9, and for 4. There we
Woo! We're so good at math. F.
Oh, we failed. All the lights
Wow.
are on, and the shutters opened up. Hey, does that mean...
Yeah, we gotta do it again. Let's go!
No, what we messed up on? Man, and I thought I was doing so well. Oh, do we just need to turn them all off instead?
Don't we need to do something on the F? It also has the pins.
Okay. Okay, so we've got 9 holes. And there's an F up above them. I literally thought it was telling us we failed.
I don't know what the F means, but I do know one thing.
What's that?
This time there's 9 holes. So we need to insert 9 pins.
Man, that's boring.
Well, why don't you just try it all, alright?
Alright, let's just do
What's
it in
the
order.
worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen?
Then everything explodes.
Okay.
You think maybe this F means 15?
15.
Yeah, 15 in base 10 is F in hex, right? How do you know that?
Sure, I knew that. Sure. You're right. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
How do we know? How do they know this?
Alright, let's give this one more shot.
How do you guys are saying you guys don't know the hex code?
Okay, but
Such basic knowledge. Hex codes.
Still don't know what we're supposed to do with that info.
Yeah, I mean, like, how the fuck do we even get 15 with like 9 pins?
Do we...
And they're like,
So 15, 6 is the root number. Do we need to do something where we put like 6 in the center? I don't know. Or maybe it has to be like, it has to equal it in the rows and columns? Oh, Lord.
maybe?
I
Oh, God.
think maybe that. Yeah.
Because it has the little lines.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. I don't want to do this.
Google puzzle solution.
Where do we... I wouldn't... Let's start with this, because 5 is the nice round number. So, let's see. That'd be 9. So we need 6 here. I'm just starting to put in things haphazardly, making 15 against at least one thing. Okay, so now let's try this row. So 4. Maybe 11. So, no, we need another 4 for that to work. And then 3 here. So 5,
Yeah,
6, 7, 8.
Seven?
Yeah. So 7, 11. Nah, that wouldn't work. Oh, Lord. I wish there was something, because, like, I don't know how else to do this other than brute force. I feel like there is probably some hint that we're missing somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like...
Let's see if maybe Snake gives us another hint if we back out.
It would be easier if we have, like, the position of, like, a starting pin. And then we can go from
some
there.
sort of control panel. Nothing happens when I press the buttons, though. If we want to get any electricity through here, we might need to do something with the distribution board on the bottom of the device. Some sort of boxy device. Seems like the letter F up there means 15. Alright, let's give this one more shot. I think putting 5 here is a good idea, because that kind of evens everything out a little, but I don't know where else to go from there. Let me back out one more time, since he's like, maybe if we... In other words, every line of 3 pins needs to add up to 15. Yeah, we got that part.
Come on, Junpei. A better hint. Would it be easier? No. What did we start out with? Wait, try making a few equations and see which ones are unique? How do you mean? Oh, okay, I see. I get what you mean.
Alright. Which ones are unique?
Meg 159 says Sunny.
159. Okay. And you can see what uses what. You can grid them. Okay. Yeah, let's just place them down. 159. Hello, Binks. Welcome to the stream, dear. No, I think we're on. We haven't gotten our ending just yet. We're struggling a little bit with this puzzle. Not because we don't know what to do, but just because doing all the calculations is gonna take a long time. Just doing it brute force. So we feel like we're missing a hint. That can't be right.
This is just too many numbers together for me.
Maybe if we do it this way? No, that wouldn't work either. Well, let's try and get rid of this 9, or figure out what's going on with 9, because that's a really high number, so I feel like that would also have very limited options for what you can do.
Yeah.
Can you do any others? Let's see. I think that might, if we stick to 159, I think this one might also be the, okay, so then what works here? I need to get
it will be 8, 5 to 8 to make 15.
Oh. So we can't do that. So let's switch these around.
So it will be 6, 5, 4, 6. At the top, yeah, there. Top right.
Oh, the top row? Oh, here?
Yeah.
For this?
That 5, 4, 6 does 15, right? Yeah.
Oh.
5, 4, 9 plus 6 is 15.
Yeah, but we've got to keep the 5. Well, maybe not. I mean, if we move the 5, then everything kind of that we've already done comes undone.
But why do we need to move the 5?
I mean, you said you said 5-4. Oh, okay, you're thinking
Oh, because
diagonally.
we have the 5-4, and so we need the 6.
Okay, sorry, because I was concentrating on figuring out the one that goes to the bottom, so I thought you were doing that too.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm just trying to see the numbers from what we have.
But yeah, you're
and see
right.
what
That
kind
would
of
work
stuff they have.
there, and then that would make
And
this 7.
And then we
6,
have 5, 2
7.
should be 8. I think.
So are you going?
Then
I think
7.
this goes
Yeah.
8.
So I guess that's it.
Oh god. Thank you, Zuni. You gave us the base that we needed. Alright, they're all lit. We did it. The power's on now.
Looks like there's electricity going into the monitor on top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on the top.
A green button, a red button, and a lever. I wonder what these do.
I think this may help.
What? What the hell is this? Where did he find this? What is that? Where'd you find it? Why do you have... Okay, interesting writing choice there, game.
And what is it? I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes.
And where did you find it?
It looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, the thing's a remote control for Dad. Dad.
That?
Yeah, Dad.
What's he pointing? Oh.
That machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000.
Forklift simulator. Are you serious? Whatever. So what are we supposed to do with a Pushmaster 5000?
You see the coffee now on top of the crates?
Yeah, we did notice that.
Don't you want to know what the deal is with it?
I do?
You want to check it out?
Yeah?
Alright, how do you think we're gonna get there?
It's my job and also my passion. Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there.
How will we do that?
Line up the crates, I guess?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess this is just another of Zero's puzzles.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. So to keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so that it will only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in.
Yeah, that seems efficient. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. New material has been added to the file screen.
The way they explain everything just kills me.
Instructions for a machine called the Pushmaster 5000. Santa found in the cargo room. In order for a long battery, yeah. It is advised that you first simulate your actions before carrying them out. You can move in 4 directions, you cannot move diagonally. If the Pushmaster 5000's move count exceeds the battery life, it will be reset. Green is reset, red is back, and blue is start command. Okay. Monitor shows a top-down view of the area where we can move the machine. Once I want to send my orders to the Pushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever.
The Pushmaster 5000.
This is the reset button. It allows me. Yep. Alright, let's give this a try.
Sure thing. Just keep in mind that there is a limit on the battery, alright? The battery dies after 50 moves. At least that's what it says in the manual.
50 moves, huh?
Also, keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates, okay?
Well, then it isn't really much of a master of the push, is it?
True.
Got it. When a square adjacent to the Pushmaster 5000 is clicked, the Pushmaster will move to that square. If there's a crate in the way, the Pushmaster will push it up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently and fill the yellow areas. Okay. So I'm guessing these are the metal ones, these are the boxes, and we just want to create... Okay. It is super kawaii, isn't it?
We got one of the crates.
Let's just fuck around and find out. Nope, we... I think that was already a bad move.
Okay, I know what to do.
Okay.
Go to the beginning.
Reset.
How?
The floor's all yours, Kuru.
How can I? Okay, so push the left top crate up.
So this one?
Yeah, just push it up. Now push the one on the right to the right. That one, yeah. Push it to the right. Now go around the bottom right one and push it to the right. So go all the way around. And now push it up. Oh wait, never mind.
How
There's
do we pull?
4. I thought there were never mind. I thought there were 3 yellow things.
Oh. No, yeah, you need to use all of them.
Yeah, okay.
So we can't push them against the wall.
Yeah. For some reason I only saw 3.
I think... Let me see. No, because then we won't be able to get out. Well, no, there should be a way. Oh, sure. Okay, wait. This is using a lot of moves.
Yeah, but it works to like get an idea of how to move things.
Okay, wait.
I think you got it.
Maybe.
No, wait. Go.
No, it doesn't.
Go back like 3 moves.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Alright,
you
that wasn't
can't.
too-
Okay.
Yeah.
You just gotta reset everything. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, start the same way.
Oh, wait.
Uh-huh. No, that's not how you started out.
Yeah, but I think this might... maybe not.
No, because then you can't move the others. Or can you? Oh wait, no, yeah, you can go. Uh-huh.
I think we can get this
Move.
one.
Yeah.
But this is the difficult part, because you can't move two of them at once. But maybe we can...
No,
wait.
you needed to move the one on the top first.
Yeah. Let me just fuck around a little. I'm gonna be out of moves.
I know.
Damn. Alright, but we're getting a closer idea.
Yeah, no, go back. So yeah, push the top left to the right, or like the bottom left, whichever. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, push it to the right. Now. Do what you did before when you had like an S at some point when you started. What? No, not like that. Reset. I think maybe. So push the.
Wait, I think.
Oh, you got it?
I think so. I'm just a little confused. Like, haven't I? Okay, wait. Like, I think I know how we need to set them up, but it's figuring out how to do that most efficiently. So I think if we put them in these positions, they'll be a lot easier to move around. So, then we want to be able to move that down, so we push this up. Shoot. Okay. So wait, let's figure out which one before we move more. Which one goes into which slot?
Push the top one to the right. I think you got it.
Yeah. Just I think we need to figure out what order we do that in, because yeah, we have limited moves.
Go. Yeah, push the top one. Push it, then push that down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Just push it to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then push the other one down and all the way to the right.
Oh, that's me. Phew. Okay. I was like, we gonna have enough moves? Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next?
Just be quiet and watch. See? It's moving already. Woo! Big braining.
Awesome! The Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to, and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. Easy peasy. You go, Snake. Fucking Santa.
Let's go.
Mummy!
Oh.
Just kidding. Really? Whatever. Just open it. Okay.
A small key and
A
Oh, that's
gun.
nice.
a gun?
That's a pretty gun.
Revolver.
It is.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real...
Then what you do is that you empty that right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're not gonna take it? Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble.
Take the bullets, though.
It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us
In other
fight
words.
each other.
In other words.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither. Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you? Of course not. We'll take that with us.
Rusty key. What a beautiful key.
A rusty key. Maybe I can use this. A fence. And there's a coffin sitting on the crate over there. Alright. Let's just put this key in here and... Yes! Sounds like that did it.
Yay! Yay! Looks like it's open, Jumpy. I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Yes! It's opening.
Woo! You found it!
A long hallway, huh? Let's check it out.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
In other words.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button? Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, that's a safe
It
looking.
works.
I forgot it looked that way.
Yeah, it looks very welcoming.
I think so.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first. I agree. Let's go. Looks like it ends here. Only one door.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
All right, let's open it.
Oh.
The 9 door. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
What? A 9 door. There's another one. Why? It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red
There's
is
a
there
coffin
too.
also.
So this is a real one? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man.
Yay.
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1, 2, 7, 8 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2, 3, 4, 9 and 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. The digital root is still 9.
Okay, we get
There are a bunch
it.
of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was. There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4? Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now? No, we gotta go back.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh, right.
You guys.
Yay, we lost him.
Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, Seven, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
But even with all 7 of us,
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we not gonna check the room first? Come on, guys.
Come to think of it, what is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around. Huh. It
Looks like a
looks
bunch
like
of
it's set up
pews.
for some kind of ceremony. But what kind?
Come on, guys. Didn't you see the
Huh.
coffin
A coffin?
right there?
What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
These people, I swear to God.
Kuru would
Oh.
drown them herself. Just drown them
Oh
all and
no, there
steal
was
their
someone in
bracelets.
there. Oh no.
Look, it's...
Seven and Lotus.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What? What do you mean, gone?
When?
Why?
You 2 went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
Huh.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. Figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah,
In the
she's
coffin?
not here.
No, she isn't.
There's no sign of her. Let's go. All right, I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
All right, that sounds good. But,
Yes.
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
Teenagers.
Jumpy.
Oh god, what's with this music?
No, it's nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
I'm uncomfortable with this music.
That was a strange situation. Why did he look at the water?
He was like, oh no, girl talking to me, gotta drown myself.
Relatable.
Yeah. Tragedy always strikes
Ah.
when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in the dark, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door and there she was. A woman sat, slouched against the wall. Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin, smooth and pale as always,
What?
was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless, hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk towards Lotus, slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse. No rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaking mind, told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then. Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat, extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously.
Ouch.
He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted, and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. Two tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions. Not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon, it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone.
Rip.
Yay,
Oh well, it just
for our
ends like
first
that.
ending.
I say, woo!
Cut and run. Saw the knife ending. 999. You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all information you've acquired. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memory of Escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you have completed. Alright. Do you like to save? Yeps. So there.
That sure was an ending.
Okay, I was wondering what. So I thought those were like individual save slots, and I was like, okay. Well, it's just jumping right in. Fortunately, we have the branching paths. So now what I'm going to do is.
We should be able to skip what we already saw.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab a walkthrough. I saw like a graph that tells you what different decisions get you different endings, and also, so as I mentioned before, there's one ending you definitely need to get first for the true ending, but there are also like some things that you need to pick up from other routes. So I'm just gonna see what's like the most efficient way to go about it. Alright. So from now on, we will be using a walkthrough for the decisions, but for all the new rooms that we encounter, we'll still solve those on our own.
Oh no, brain.
Okay, let's see.
What bad choices did you make? Probably all of them.
999, most efficient way to get true end. Hello, PCU. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. You just missed us dying. You know what? I'm just gonna use this graph and we just YOLO it. So first, what does this key mean? I guess that's the first deviation?
I guess?
Alright, so let's make sure that... Oh, do we not have...
I thought we were finished with that topic.
But then what should
How
we
do
do?
we skip?
We should talk it through.
Oh my god, enough! All we're talking. You really only.
You're right.
Yeah,
Very
PCU
well.
is the first death, the
Sure.
first bad end.
Well, it's...
Thanks to Snake.
Correct.
Our first death.
But...
We've had other characters
Who's-
die.
I mean, well, yeah.
See. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have all 8 of us can't go in the same door.
Then it would seem we will have to split up.
Wait.
So we'll go up to the first decision, and this time we'll go through the 4th door. Alright, decide that 4th door should be fine. And so let's turn the skip off.
Oh yeah, that was what we were doing.
Decided that door 4 would be not fine.
I'll go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry about. I just need to stay by her side.
June. Akane Kurashiki.
This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other 4 off.
So, PCU, a quick summary of this game is you are a college-aged boy called Junpei, and you suddenly wake up in a room on board a ship that is being flooded, and you need to solve a puzzle to get out. You have this bracelet on you that has a number, and once you get to a certain area of the ship, you find 8 other people who are in similar situations that also it's on their wrists with numbers ranging from 1 to 9. And you vaguely recall that you were kidnapped by someone in a gas mask, and a speaker comes up with a person claiming to be called Zero, who has put you here, and this says that they have stopped the flow of the water in the ship, but within 9 hours they will turn it back up and the ship will sink. So you have to find your way through the ship solving puzzles in order to get out. And the whole thing with the bracelets is that there are these sealed doors, and in order to get through them, people need to team up in different ways so that the bracelets on their number, their digital root, adds up to the number on that door. And you are all trying to find door number 9, which will lead you out of here. That's the most precise way I can say it. There's still a lot that's a mystery,
Yeah.
like who is Zero, why did they bring you here, what actually happens when we go through door number 9. There have been some people, well, that was our first time dying. We had 2 other characters before that died in different ways. And Junpei
But,
and this character here, Akane, knew each other from childhood, but they haven't seen each other in years.
But
Sorry, what
yeah,
were you gonna
Suni,
say?
this is really. Yeah, no, just what Suni said. The like it didn't seem like we didn't really make any choices that seemed to lead to that bad end. Yeah, this is just one of those games that how to say it, just like certain things will just lead to a bad end, I guess. You just gotta it's kind of trial and error to find the right routes, because yeah, you'll uncover clues in other routes that will allow you, like, will give you new knowledge or new options to be able to eventually unlock the true end. It's not like one of those games that you can like go straight to the good end if you make all the right choices. It's just one of those games that you will fail the first time one way or another.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood.
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
He watched the other four walk toward their door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and Seven. Junpei said nothing as they left. Before long, they had reached door number 5. Oh yeah, and for important detail I forgot to mention, if you don't do this whole door process, opening process correctly, the bracelet will send a signal to a bomb in your intestines and blow you up. Just a tiny detail I forgot, minuscule.
Which is why how the other people in the other route, or first route, died, at least until the end, where like someone went insane and started killing people.
As you do. Before long, they had reached door number 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then they laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red.
I gotta say though,
Now then.
I feel it was kind of cheap that they didn't show who it was. Like I have a big suspicion of who it was, but it was like they made all the build up and they never showed anyone. And it's like, oh, okay.
Who do you think it
I
is?
guess. Clover.
Ah.
I mean, it's
Crap.
just because she seemed to not take Snake's death well. And it's like the biggest suspect. Like it could be someone else. Like Ace was also acting kind of weird, so he's also kind of on my sus list. The others, I'm not entirely sure. But,
Clearly it was Lotus.
Yeah. Clearly. But yeah, I just I understand that's how these things work, but it still feels kind of a bit out of nowhere.
Out of all the endings that I've seen, I do think that one's the weakest. So I'm kind of glad we got it out of the way.
Excellent.
Ace grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination, he turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
Be careful.
Ooh, let's go!
As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open, the mouth of a great hungry beast.
So horrible.
And that's the remains of the 9th man who didn't do the door stuff correctly and he exploded.
Yay!
Beyond the door, Junpei knew lay the sad remains of the 9th man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and Seven hesitated. Body was not a pleasant thing.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splink in the pool of blood.
Snake, your shoes.
Is there a Kokichi here?
So
Not
far,
really.
it doesn't seem like it. Yeah,
Like
not really.
they're all kind of rough around the edges. Like
Yeah, they're all
yeah.
kind of weird. And as you mentioned, it looked like there are some events that trigger, like regardless of whether you know things or not. So like we got out all that random cutscene with Santa. I remember, like he just out of nowhere came and told us like part of his tragic backstory. And I was like, okay, sure, buddy. Like, where is this coming from?
Kishi
And then
wants
just
to know
never came up again.
if the guard needs to be brought up.
It's fine. Hurry. Or are you planning on dying with everyone else? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go.
The three remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering. So we were just like saying that, but we're not going through that door again.
No.
All
Door
right,
5
right.
swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door.
How is it over there? Did you find anything? At least say something, will you?
Something's beeping.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was 7.
Hey, there it is! That's gotta be that dead thing! Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
The beeping stopped.
The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their
Hey,
own.
guys! Are you doing all right over there?
They'd heard 7's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
Yep, we're fine.
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay?
Whoop.
The dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know how the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome! Thanks! That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that.
Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed towards door 4.
Now it's our turn. I'll go first.
They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Four asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around.
Okay. We ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back towards the red.
All right. Let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever.
Let's go.
Run!
The 4 of them leapt through the door together. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist.
Oh, damn.
In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to
It's
flash.
coming down.
The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moments that each of them spent staring at their wrists, the numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
We can't go back!
We need to hurry and find the device.
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap! Start looking!
I already am.
They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would have likely discerned that the doors led to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no! How many rooms do you think there are?
Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but at his best guess, there are 7 or 8 of them.
Fuck! We don't have time to count.
Junpei ran to the
We
nearest
just need to
door.
open them all.
He grabbed the knob and shook it hard.
It won't open.
It didn't feel locked, more like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned to find another door and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fears.
Oh, good.
Same here. It's not moving!
June was last to speak up. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eyes caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small, red, blinking light.
There it is, at the end of the hallway. Run!
Even as
Damn.
he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them towards the light. I'd be fucking dead. Do you think I can run that in, like, what was it? 30 seconds? 90 seconds?
Yeah, something. 81 seconds.
Yes. Santa called out to them as he
Hey,
ran.
how many more
Well,
seconds
maybe
do we
then.
have?
How would I know? Our time limit is 81 seconds!
I know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left!
Stop talking and keep running, guys.
In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed since the door had closed behind them. If that was true. Urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them.
Hurry! It's the dead! Get over here!
Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner
Come
panel.
on, everyone!
The other 3 quickly followed suit. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward.
Phew. Sheesh.
Looks like it stopped.
His hands beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the 4 companions began to look around.
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
He could see a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were 2 smaller
Let's try
ones.
this one first. And of course it won't open.
How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps, he corrected himself, more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
A keyhole.
Above the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass. Mars, I
What's
believe.
this mark? Mail?
Ah, yes, again, male.
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically, they are the same symbol. But I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for
The man
Mars?
symbol.
I think so.
The
yes.
man.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
Yeah, so, I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors.
Lotus examined the doors on either side of the larger double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it.
maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
Junpei put his hand on the doorknob, and Santa moved to the other door. They'd made it through the numbered door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Junpei and, Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded.
1, 2, 3!
In unison, they pushed against their respective doors and promptly found themselves in a new room. June followed Junpei as he threw open his door. They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
Hey, it opened.
Yeah, it did.
Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
Lotus's calm voice broke through their thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, a nice bed. Give it to me.
Oh, yes, please. Seek a way out!
Okay, so we've got this bedroom and... I don't know what these other rooms... I guess this is just a kitchen area?
Yeah, it looks like it. Interesting layout. Beautiful.
What do you see? I see some weird bird horse perched on one of those cross graveyards.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
you can see it? Like this is the cross graveyard, and this is kind of like the beak area here. And this is like a talon that's perched on it. It's kind of like here's a wing.
It's beautiful. That base looks expensive. Let's break it. I wonder how much we could get for it.
Oh, you're speaking my language, June. Like, if we're stuck here, let's just rob the place.
Might as well.
Are you gonna steal it? June, that would be so mean towards Zero.
Why is she when she's being accused of stealing?
She can't deny it.
She was just being a little silly.
Just a silly little goose.
A little quirky. That's the shower knob. Let's see if anything happens when we turn it. No water's coming out.
It's just a shower head. There's nothing special about it. It is a little blue platform protruding from the shower wall, next to the knobs. It's for putting soap on. I used a shower once in my entire life, so I would know.
I used a shower once.
Wow. Wow.
I used a shower once.
Only once. A bathtub, never.
That's the bathroom wall. There are square
There's-
tiles all over it. There sure are. Jumpy, do you think there might be something on the shower curtain?
PCU, wow, once. That's more than me. Hmm? Well, maybe?
You wanna try closing it? There doesn't seem to be anything here.
Yeah, you're right. Let's put it back.
I know the shower comment was probably because like Japanese usually take baths, but still it was so funny.
Yeah. Now let's check the toilet.
There's nothing there. The tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. A collection of full and partially depleted rolls of toilet paper. Someone was well prepared. There's nothing too suspicious about it.
Shower curtains, huh?
Let's try closing it. Ooh. It's a shower head. It feels dry too. That probably means no one has used it in a long time. We're here in the darkness.
Now I can see the full expanse of the shower curtain in all its waterproof glory. There is nothing.
Suspicious. It is a normal old shower curtain.
A narrow shower, and I'm standing in it with June. This is awkward. Let's get the fuck out of here. Time to open the curtain! Yeah. Why don't we go back to the living room?
Okay. Let's go back. I gotta say, so far the writing on these two has been so awkward.
Yeah.
I'm kinda cringy.
Ah.
Jimpy, what are you doing? We don't have the time to be relaxing on a sofa. Watch me.
It's a display case, but there's nothing being displayed. How sad.
Looks like the drawers are empty too.
It's a table made of wood.
Hey. There's something here.
Looks like a box of matches. Let's set everything on fire.
Woo!
It's a box of matches. There are matches inside, obviously. Junpei looked down blankly at what he had been holding, then up at
Oh yeah,
June.
how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, right. She gets random fever at times for some reason.
June certainly looked fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds.
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you
I do like the way her hair
worried
curls up
about
when
me?
she's surprised, though. That's cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
Well, Kuru, are you worried about her? I don't think this
I
has
mean,
an effect on anything, so. Well,
I
actually, you know what? Let me
guess.
double check. Uh,
Reggie, what do you want?
well, yeah, let's just go.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Because you can only be worried about people when you're interested in them.
Right? Didn't we have that conversation last time about how the Persona games are especially bad about that?
Maybe? Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
'cause
options on the
it's
first games were
because it's like someone's bawling their eyes out in front of you, and it's like, comfort them, stand there. So PCU, there are three. This is a series. There are 3 games in this series, and I've seen the first one. I've seen this game, so I'm not blind to this. Kuru is,
I am.
and I don't. I saw the series. I saw this first game 5 years ago, so there's a lot I don't remember. I think overall, I ended up liking Lotus the most, but they're all kind of weird.
Yeah, they're not all that likable
Yeah.
so far. Like they
June
all have
blushed.
weird quirks. I like some more than others, but like I wouldn't call anyone my favorite. It's like I don't really
Yeah.
have that kind of investment on
Yeah.
anyone so far.
June blushed and giggled.
By the way,
Like, this is one of
June-
those it's the story and the whole mystery that's really the driving force for this game. The characters are pretty weak.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, PCU, we already saw Lotus die, okay?
How did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night.
Also,
You
I
inhaled some white smoke and passed out.
so far I gotta say, like, the story is interesting, but I don't really like how they over explain the puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they explain it like 3 times in different ways. And I'm like, what is this? What is the rating for this game? I doubt this game is like aimed at preschoolers. I'm pretty sure people can understand with just one time explaining.
To be fair, I think that's just kind of a part of a lot of writing in Japanese visual novels, because Danganronpa had the exact same problem. They would
True.
repeat shit so much.
True.
I defeated a monobeast. You defeated a monobeast? What's a monobeast? The thing over there. You defeated it? What is it? A monobeast?
Yeah, true. Might be a thing.
I think that's also why a lot of
Because,
times you
goddamn, I'm
have like people repeat things, because it's a sort of like a way for them to prod for clarification. And that's just
Mhm.
a normal way of their speaking. So it becomes one of those things where the translators are kind of doomed if they do or if they don't. Because if they keep it as it is, and you've got people complaining about how they're translating it too literally, but if they don't do that, then you'll get people complaining that they're deviating too much.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, it's mostly that thing because I understand when they're like, when they kind of repeat the question
Mm-hmm.
to like,
Clarify.
so the other character can like clarify and expand a bit on it.
Mm-hmm.
But like the whole thing with Santa that we saw with like the the
Yeah.
numbers. We were like, okay, we get it. Yeah, like you put the thing and it turns on the light, and then if you put it again, it turns off the light. And they went on that for so long, and we were just like, okay, it's not that hard. Come on, it's not rocket science. You don't have to like go on and on about it. Like they kind of over
has a point.
complicate the puzzles. has a point. I mean, yeah, also that, but
Media literacy has gone down so much
media-
these past couple years.
yeah, but
Well, I guess that's a
yeah, that might
thing.
that that might be a thing. Also, I don't know how usual how's the relative like media literacy in Japan, so I can't really comment on that. But it could explain why these visual novels are like that, are like this.
When you woke up, you were on D-Deck.
It's like the other day, since we're talking about translation and localization. I don't know if I send it. I might have sent it somewhere. You know Unicorn Overlord, like a JRPG that came out recently?
I've heard of it, yeah. I don't have any idea about it other than the title and what it implies.
Yeah, it's a medieval fantasy JRPG, you know, the classic. Apparently it's really good though. But I saw a whole thread on someone complaining about the localization. And they just kept complaining about their like, oh, you know, they're like translating this bad because, you know, they're like overcomplicating everything. And they just make a giant thread on it, and like they put a lot of examples, and like 99% of the examples were basically just me. Every time I look at them, I was like, my man, just tell me you can't read. Like, you went on a giant thread that just shows that you are unable to read.
Damn.
Because it was just you know, they just were pretty much like making the game sound like a classical medieval fantasy setting, you know, with like the fancy talking that characters do, which I guess is not there in the literal translation. So therefore it's bad. And there was this one person reacting with like the, you know, the reacting image of like this guy just kind of screaming on the floor, grabbing his head.
Yeah.
And the caption said like, when the JRPG is translated to have a medieval fantasy sounding dialogue.
Oh no! How dare they?
Oh no! How dare! No, it wasn't even in old English. It was just, you know, like fancy way of talking. You know, it's like, for example, instead of saying of like, okay, or I understand, they would be like, oh, I undoubtedly agree. Like, for example.
My God.
Oh, it was so funny.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, whenever I see someone bitching about a translation, I side-eye them and think that they probably do have some, you know, knowledge about Japanese language and all of that, but they're looking more to be like, oh, look at me! Look at what I know! While not knowing anything about the industry and how stressful and how many constraints they have and how no one's ever going to be happy.
Yeah, no, and the thing
It
is
seems
also
really
like a bunch
self-aggrandizing.
Yeah, no, and I feel also like a lot of these people, like, yeah, maybe they know Japanese, but they don't really know what the localization work is about. Like, localizing, because that's why I've seen, like, in the latest year, everyone complains, like, oh, localization bad. Because they see, I mean, they want games translated, not localized, but, like, games had always been localized. Localization is what makes like all these Asian games be like more understandable for a Western audience.
Yeah.
Because like they adapt things, and because that's the idea. That the idea is that the game, the dialogue, whatever, will resonate with a different audience. So sometimes they may change like a few things here and there, but they will try to keep the idea there. You know, like the same vibe, the same like spirit, the same
Exactly.
essence.
That's like the more important thing.
And like what um
There's also the very
what a
important
friend
thing to know that, like, if you're working with shit, there's only so much you can do.
yeah. Yeah, no, and also like a friend that has actually worked in like the video game industry and that actually has been to Japan and know Japanese tell me like also Japanese usually has a lot of implied stuff. Like they don't really write out everything, so like the kind of like the vibe or the emotion behind the words is kind of just implied. It's not like entirely put out clear in the text.
Mm-hmm.
So local a lot of the time like localization teams work closely with like the story writers to be like what's the vibe here.
Did I? Alright,
But
one last story before we continue. Did I ever tell you about like the big localization that happened with one of like the sequel side stories for Fata Morgana? That was like
no,
it just exploded so much. So there's a point in which Morgana is like insulting Hakobo and saying that he doesn't care about his fragile male pride. And of course, a bunch of, cis white dudes were like, oh my god, this is terrible. What is going on here? And they looked at the translation, and in the original case, she had used the word tsundere, which, doesn't really mean that if you translate it literally. And so they were bitching about that. And these were all people who had never played the game and had no idea what it was about.
Of course.
And so when, the translator were like, well, that's the word that was used, but this was kind of the intention that was being said. Even the original writers and developers came out and said, yeah, no, this is exactly the sentiment that we were trying to explain. And so then those people just turned around and were like, ugh, fucking woke Japanese.
Classic. It's beautiful.
Is that really the truth?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
What?
Okay. Junpei's heart stumbled over itself.
Do you want to know?
Nah.
Not really.
He had to admit he was a little
like,
curious.
Again, I gotta say at this point, I'm just like, am I supposed to be invested in this too? Because this is not doing it.
Dude, Kuru, we missed. You know me, there was a period of time on Discord where my name was a cringe friend. But there is one piece of dialogue between these two that we just narrowly missed last time that... Like, I didn't know it was possible to miss it if you were on that path, so I was so glad we did, but it's like... physical agony.
Oh, no.
Nani?
Time 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
Oh, woo, woo.
Zuni, the Japanese are never woke, some rando on the internet. Japanese dev, I don't know, it's nice to be nice to people.
But yeah, I'll send you that thread if I can find it, just so you can see the
Yes, I would like to see it and laugh.
And it actually made me wanna like play the game because it was like so nicely wrote in English.
June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant.
Yeah, I see.
By the way, we have like 9 hours. Less than that at this point, actually, so let's get on. Junpei
Yeah, guys,
coughed
come on,
quietly.
let's get moving. What's with everyone? What's with Jumping? Like, oh my god, Jumpy, whoa. Come on, girl.
You can awkwardly flirt afterwards.
Yeah, you
Junpei-
can wait until we're out of here.
Junpei coughed quietly in much the same way.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything. Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
I wonder.
June
I don't know,
nodded.
guys. Sometimes coincidences happen, or maybe it's not a coincidence, but does it really matter right now?
And for a few moments, she had the faraway look of someone in
Look
deep
for
thought.
what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yeah, I do. So?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh,
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal?
or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
No, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Elementary school. Was there anything strange that had happened in elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain.
God,
Okay.
finally.
It's a round wooden table.
It's a bottle with water in it. This is a bedroom. They probably have it here because your throat always feels dry when you wake up, you know?
My throat's dry, but I think that's because I'm a little nervous right now.
Well, we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, do you want to take a shower together?
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Too late to take it back. My brain's already working out the picture. My throat was dry already. This sure isn't helping.
Come on, guys. Life and death situation. Focus. A wooden cupboard. There are cups inside, surprising no one.
It's a light blue blanket with some design on it.
That bed looks comfy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I really like that it has like these walls around because it makes you feel like you're encased.
Yeah.
Someone's made the bed, or at least never unmade it. There's only one bedsheet under the blanket. Nothing exciting. Looks like there's two pillows right next to each other. Guess it's a double. Huh? What's up? You're turning red. Is her fever back? Hey, are you alright? Do you need to lay down for a moment?
I'm fine. I think it's still a little early for that.
Huh? Hey, seriously, are you okay?
No, she clearly is not okay. She's
Her hormones are
she's
going
a-
wild.
she's a psycho. A bed frame.
You heard it here first. Horny teenagers are psychos.
No, it's not that. It's just that the fact that that is the first thing she thinks, you start thinking about in this situation. It's just like, okay, you're crazy. There is something wrong in your head.
The fever has melted her brain.
If we were out in like a regular setting, you'd be like, okay, she's just horny. But like in this setting, it's just like, okay, no, there's something wrong with you. Now I don't have to worry about falling off. It doesn't turn when I sleep. Good for you.
She's blushing again. What the hell is she thinking about?
Oh god,
Everyone.
get me out of this too.
This isn't a painting. Is it a map?
It looks like a map of the ship's interior.
Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us.
Woo, map.
Junpei
Beautiful
took
map.
one last look at the map, then folded it up and slid it back into his pocket. Junpei looked up as he closed it.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said?
Do you remember? I'm surprised still that anyone could understand this dude without subtitles.
Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
Like,
That's a good point.
I don't know, maybe it's because I'm ESL, but like every time he speaks, if I'm not reading, all I hear is oh blah 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 blah
You imagining one of them just yelling, "Zero, we can't understand shit," and he just keep goes on.
I can't be the only one, am I?
I mean, I also follow along, so I'd have to close my eyes when he next talks.
I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason.
Junpei took a moment to look around the room.
Do you think this boat is...
The actual Titanic?
Pick that just to see her look at it like, are you fucking stupid?
Or can we?
I don't think this choice matters, so.
Alright, yeah.
Titanic?
The actual Titanic? You mean it, like, slipped through time and ended up here? Before the ship sunk on April 14th, 1912?
Oh, she went in crazier than the question itself.
Huh? What the hell are you smoking?
Huh? Did I get it wrong?
Junpei grinned and shook his
No,
head.
that's not... I mean, come on. Slipped through time? Seriously? I was talking about the controversy surrounding the Titanic.
Controversy? What do you mean?
Haven't you heard of it? It's pretty famous, you know? The Titanic had a sister ship that was essentially identical. It was called the Olympic.
Oh, yes,
Oh yeah,
I
the
have
Olympic.
heard of that. I think I heard it was troubled by a lot of problems. And the company that owned it didn't know what to do with it, right? So they made the Olympic up to look just like the brand new Titanic.
That's right. They also took out a huge insurance policy on it before it set sail.
Huh. That would mean that the real Titanic never sank.
No, but
Yeah,
okay.
the ships got swapped. The real
That's
Titanic
not
was
a-
renamed the Olympic in secret.
That's not a controversy, that's a conspiracy theory.
They used it
Get
as
your
a
English right,
passenger ship
guys.
for more than 20 years.
Hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't that mean it retired in 1935?
Huh? Well, yeah, I guess sometime around then, yeah.
Well, what happened to it after that?
I heard it was dismantled.
Dismantled? Then it doesn't matter, does it? Whichever boat the real Titanic was, it doesn't exist anymore. It was either retired and dismantled, or sunk in the Atlantic by the curse. But then that would mean that this ship is...
Wait, what did you just say?
Huh?
sank in the Atlantic because of what?
The curse.
What do you mean, a curse?
A curse is a curse. This one is the curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Junpei couldn't understand how June had maintained a straight face to say that.
Supposedly,
Okay, she's
the
insane.
Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid. And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right!
June's eyes had lit up with excitement, like a child with a new toy.
That's stupid. I don't buy it.
It's true!
How can you be so sure?
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. It was really mysterious, totally unbelievable.
How so?
What is so unbelievable about it?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes?
But she was a mummy.
That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah? The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right? And
Yes, saponification, but that's not what it was.
huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
What? Frozen?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Well, yeah,
I'm losing brain cells.
Funny thing is, though, that whole thing about Amun-Ra being on the Titanic was an actual conspiracy theory for a while.
Oh yeah, imagine.
Mm-hmm. June and Junpei talked a little more and then went back to their investigate. I think it ended up just actually being not even hers, but I don't know. But it was just the coffin lid. But even as
Huh.
they did, his mind went back to what she'd told
ice
him.
that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist? No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast.
At this rate, the 9 hours are gonna go by in just in this room by these two just talking about absolute nonsense.
The chair that goes with the dresser. There's nothing particularly interesting about it.
It's a dresser. there's nothing on top. Woo, key. This is the mirror for the dresser.
Now she's playing with her hair. Does he even realize she's doing that? Hey, we don't have time for that. Only weird conversations. Come on, it's not like there's anyone here you need to impress.
Yes, there is.
Who? What? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
Ah, forget it, Jumpy. Okay, she's a psycho.
Okay.
I am convinced. Jumpy, where are you going?
I was thinking of going over to Lotus's room.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I'm just going to go check up on them. Is there something wrong with that?
Well, no.
Come back
Come back soon.
Oh, sure thing. I'll leave the rest to you.
Sure. Leave it to me.
Alright, off to the other room.
She's crazy. Oh, no. Do the paintings need to be combined or something? There's a square tile in this frame. Sorry, I still was thinking about the whole situation with June. Oh my god.
It's glued in there quite well. I don't think you can take it out. It's a tile with black and white pattern on it. I kind of see...
It looks
an
similar.
arch? Yeah, it's kind of a different angle. Looks like a valuable vase. Empty though. There seems to be room on the left side of the vase.
There's the bathroom.
This is the bathroom wall. The whole wall is covered in these square tiles.
Wow, look! Junpei! There's a mushroom growing out of the wall.
That's a shower head, Stinky. That's the shower knob. I tried turning it, but no water comes out. This thing's a little shelf for putting soap on.
Yeah, we know, Junpei. We use a shower once.
Once.
Once. Is there anything in the toilet? Guess not. The tank's empty too.
Some toilet paper. We've got 2 rows, I guess. This room doesn't have a shower curtain.
This room?
Well, there were shower curtains in the bathroom that June was checking out.
But you're saying this bathroom doesn't have any?
I don't know, now that I'm looking at it,
Yeah.
there might be some. Yeah, that's right.
There's probably a reason why. Okay. I feel
There's a
like everyone is
curtain rod.
weirder this second run around.
There's a curtain rod running along. They're just being influenced by June's fumes.
Oh god.
No curtains though.
Hey, check this out. This is a pretty nice sofa.
I know. It's a shame I can't take it back with me. A round wooden table. Wow, this is very nice wood.
So, big deal. There's something on top of it. It's a candle, Santa.
A candle with a candlestick. This might come in handy.
Ooh. Well, this is a display case. Check it out. These plates and shit look really expensive. You wanna take a look? Oh, there's a part of the painting.
That vase looks pretty expensive. There are a number of expensive looking plates in here. This tile. I think I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Kinda looks like the one we saw in the other room. Does it open with the key we have?
Maybe.
Shit.
I just want to check everything.
It's not opening. Alright, you grab the side of the table, and I'll get the other. Let's smash this bitch open. Wow.
That's one way to do it. I don't think that's going to work. That looks like tempered glass. I don't think throwing a table at it is going to break it. Alright, let's... Oh, we also have the matches. But let's try the key first.
So we can turn on the candle at some point.
Damn. Guess this is the wrong key.
Well, that means there's gonna be another one somewhere around here. Oh yeah, right, it did say it was a dresser key when we picked it up. Otherwise we aren't gonna be able to open this thing. So was it, did they call it a dresser key because it is a dresser key, or because it was in the dresser?
Like, I had first thought because it was in the dresser. Yeah, let's see if we can combine these. I know. If I use these matches to light the candle. Okay.
Just a lit candle on my back pocket.
Awesome. With the light from the candle, maybe we can take a look around over there. But it gets so hot when I hold it. I want to put it down. Well, why don't you set it on top of the dresser? It's flat there. At least it won't fall over. Yeah. Good idea.
Woo! Hey! It got pretty bright.
Now we can look around a little. I guess this is the dresser in question. There's a little candle sitting on top of the dresser. Let's see if this... Yes! Yes, it worked!
Woohoo! There it is.
There's a tile inside this drawer. Nothing else besides a tile, though.
So we need to find another tile and a key for the one that's on the thing.
That's a strange design. Is it ceramic? It doesn't look like there are any puzzles in it.
It's a light, man. Can you figure that out on your own? Hard to tell if it's born out or not. Of course, now that we have the candle. I guess it doesn't really matter that much anymore. Oh, there's a shower curtain.
Anything under the blankets? Nope, nothing suspicious here. 2 pillows in a pile. Oh. A pile of pillows.
Is that supposed to be some kind of joke?
Hey, calm down. Huh? Hey, what the hell? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out. We should go see.
You mean turn around and see? What?
There's a candlestick covered in melted wax on top of the dresser. Hey, what's this? The top of the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right.
Oh, is it a key?
It's all bumpy.
Ah, there's the key.
You would shank someone with that.
Yeah.
Let's see if this candlestick key will do anything. Yes! It opened!
Alright, pull the shit open. Now we
Okay.
get the other tile. Woo!
Okay. Nah, not yet.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute?
No.
Santa had shown up out of nowhere and gave Junpei no small start.
Here, take this.
Santa pulled something out of his
A
pocket.
bookmark?
It looked like a bookmark.
Okay.
It had a 4-leaf clover in it.
What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
I found it in
Go
the
get
dust of the
educated.
cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Then why don't you hold on to it?
Santa gave him a wry smile.
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope.
Alright,
faith,
Shadow the
love,
Hedgehog.
And luck?
Does that mean he's your favorite then?
Damn straight.
Kinda. But also want to punch him in the face.
These things?
Yep. I have had favorite characters I want to beat to a bloody pulp.
Yeah, he's definitely that kind. Like, I really like him as a character, but like, he somehow manages to be like some edgy teenage boy, fail boy, and like he's also kind of dumb. And then he just kind of knows the hex codes for letters for some reason.
Not really, but
Junpei tried to figure out how best to phrase what he wanted to
what does a
say.
bookmark have to do with any of that?
Just telling me he's an edgelord.
Santa scratched the back of his ear and looked
Well,
awkward.
see, each leaf from the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Leaf, are you gonna take this shit from him?
Leaf words.
Junpei looked at the bookmark.
Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Just
meaning
kick him
of
in the guts,
leaves on a
Junpei.
4-leaf clover.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, alright?
Alright.
Santa pretended to shiver with disgust and shoved the bookmark into Junpei's confused
Here.
hands.
Who are you, Sasuke? Take it, I guess.
Yeah, and that is our first key thing to do. Decided
Amazing.
to take it. After all, why shouldn't he?
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
He shoved the thing into his pocket and gave Santa a last confused look.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, when it comes to these characters, they really are So weird, because I feel like at their core, they're all very interesting and they all have their moments to shine. And they all have their moments to show their flaws. But my problem with them is that, one, they're very inconsistent. And
Yeah, they're all
two,
over the place.
yeah, and two is all the stuff where the anime bullshit that gets forced comes in. And that I don't blame on the writers, that I blame on the executives. Like, I think I mentioned this last time about Clover's outfit, but pretty much the executives forced her into that outfit because they were like, no one's gonna like this dark,
Oh, I
grim,
mean
dark
Lotus
Jane.
outfit?
Yeah. So you gotta put something in there to attract people. Because clearly, you know, people are that shallow.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I
no,
say
but
that
again, like,
sarcastically, but then again, you know, you've seen how some people on the internet can be.
yeah. Yeah, no, that I don't mind that much, but as I said, the writing in these characters is really not doing it for me. They're all like kind of all over the place. Like this, like take this guy. Like this guy caught my eye at first because I like his design. And like, you know, it seemed like he was kind of edgy or whatever, and I was like, oh, he's like some edgy teenage boy. But it's like, I don't know. Sometimes he's nice, sometimes he's dumb, sometimes he pulls out this shit, and it's like, okay, edgelord. You know, it's like, what's wrong with you? Like sometimes he gets angry. It's like, you know, and I feel all the characters are kind of all over the place. It just, I don't know, just feels very inconsistent. As you said, it's really the story that's interesting, but the characters are just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny.
What happened to Santa? Junpei wondered. How had he become such a bitter person? For a moment, they looked at each other.
Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the four-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-ass number. Not the best, but that's why.
Okay.
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
Santa's
Everyone is
explanation
insane.
made no sense.
Can we just get Zero to just drown all these people?
Santa's explanation made no sense. Junpei was even more confused than before.
Play?
The stock market. I guess he means gambling?
You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, the zeros, they call Monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
Damn. Santa blinked, utterly stunned. Then he began to laugh.
Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
That was when Lotus spoke up.
You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat.
Apparently, she'd been
But
listening.
of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the Nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9, or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one plenty, like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinti, sext, septum, and so on. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see. So then Nona means 9.
Lotus nodded.
So, how many of us are trapped on this ship?
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship,
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
Well, at least this is a nice summary for PCU. Lotus nodded
Yeah.
again.
there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the Nonary game.
Somewhere far away, Junpei heard the creak of stressed metal. It sounded almost like Zero laughing at them, or the sad, desperate scream of a pig headed to the slaughterhouse. Alright, well, with that, we will go ahead and end things right here. What do you have going on, Kuru?
Tomorrow I'm playing more Honkai, and on Friday I'm doing a YouTube member stream, playing Phasmophobia with members.
Nice.
And now I'm gonna go die.
Akane
I
will
am
be
so
waiting on
tired.
your bed for you.
Now I woke up. This is truly one of those days of like I woke up too early for the conversations happening right now.
Aww.
I've been awake for far too long to be dealing with these people.
Well, damn, you did fantastically with the puzzles.
Yay! Okay. Oh god. Oh, I'm still reeling from that. Oh god. I kind of thought at first, I first impression, I thought like, oh, Jun's kind of cute. Now I'm just like, okay, no, she's a psychopath. She's probably a yandere.
Well, don't keep her waiting then. Oh. Well, as
Like she was giving strong yandere flags.
as for myself, this Friday I'll be over on Leaf's channel at 6 p.m. EST with Chrono Trigger. Saturday night over on Buttons. Hopefully we'll be able to finally get back to Resident Evil 3 at 9 p.m. EST. And then Sunday on my Twitch channel at 8 p.m. EST, Loon and I will continue Animorphs, where we will be finishing up the second Megamorph books in the Time of the Dinosaurs. So thank you all so much for joining us, and as always, please do take care of yourselves and each other. Toodaloo!